Hey yo, what is up, divine earthlings of the universe? What is up, what is up, what is up? I do hope that you all are having a good day, good night, whatever time it is for you. Peace, love, light, blessings to you all. Namaste. For me, it is like 7:30-ish. So it's definitely early in the morning. Yeah, it's actually 7:30 on the dot. I'm just going to do some messages that I channeled yesterday. So today is July 23rd, 2024. And yesterday was a portal of July 22nd, 2020. Did I say 2024? Look, it's early, so it's 2024, yeah. So yesterday was July 22nd, 2024. So it was a 722 portal. And I actually wrote that down. Okay, it's a little dark still outside. So anyway, I wrote down some things. Before I start, I want to put my disclaimers out there. I'm not a psychic. I'm just a messenger. I'm here to provide the purest love and light energy from the Most High Creator, my ancestral teams, my guides, God, Gaia, the universe, the Most High Source. So we remove any dark entities, dark energies from its space, evil eye vibes, negativity. We remove it. We cleanse the space of that. We only invite in the purest love and light energy with the most positive vibes from our ancestral teams and the Most High Source. So this is in no shape, way, or form to impose my feelings, thoughts, or beliefs into your life. All right, this may never resonate with you, and that is a-okay. If it does resonate, just take the parts that resonate for you. Don't force the Cinderella slipper if you don't like it, or if it don't fit, and don't eat the food on the plate if you don't like it. Y'all can tell that it's early for me. I'm still kind of getting up because as I was waking up, kind of just getting my day started, laying in the bed still actually, I'm like, okay, Spirit. They're like, you about to do some early messages. I'm like, okay. Because I did channel this yesterday. And then even after midnight, early this morning, I started channeling for July 23rd as well. So I may be doing two separate readings. I'm going to go ahead and go with the 722 portal. Uh-oh, hold on. This is asking me if I'm still watching. What is this? Oh, they have that thing now where you can connect your phone. They put ads up there now, which is crazy. So that's going to actually come into some of the energy that I was receiving. So anyway, 722 portal. And look, it's 7:33. Thank you, Spirit Team. Because it's a lot of different shifts taking place like crazy. So anyway, with my disclaimers though, use your discernment, your free will, and your intuition are always key factors, regardless of a collective or personal message. You always want to take heed to yourself before you get this reading or just force it to fit. And what else was I about to say? I feel like I'm so off-centered. The energy of this reading is probably gonna go into that, to be honest, because it's a lot of off-centering things taking place, to be honest. Because I was about to look up 722. If anything of love also comes out, just know I say he, she, but this could be a male, female dynamic, or however you identify or resonate with yourself, okay? So 722 represents balance in your life and relationships, spiritual growth, and new opportunities. It's a sign from the universe to trust your inner wisdom and cultivate supportive relationships with positive people in order to manifest the life you want. So that's the 722 spiritual number. And yesterday, as I mentioned, was the 722 portal. So at 3:03 p.m., I made a work call, and okay, there we go. I made a work call, and when I made the call, I was logged onto my system for approximately 1 hour, 11 minutes, 11 seconds. So that stood out. And that call had a busy signal, I believe. So you got people trying to call you, but they're probably going to receive a busy tone or not be able to reach you. Okay. And even though, like I was mentioning, it's like a lot of off centering here, I do feel a lot of off centering. And that could be, if they trying to call you, it could be some off centering kind of vibes going on between you and this person or these people. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Because it's so much different energy that I'm receiving at this time that it's more so the global. It's a global. I'm hearing global security. That's what I'm hearing. It's a global security screening. A global security screening. Causing, okay, thank you. So going back to when I make that work call, I was on there for approximately 1 hour, 11 minutes, 11 seconds. And it was a busy signal. So what I'm receiving is, and that was on a portal day. So Spirit, the energy that there's a lot of, I'm hearing cyber breach. I'm hearing security breach. Yeah. There's a lot of people in power that are making security breaches. They're creating like this busy. So when you think about what just happened, let's go there. The whole global outage, the train systems, the banks, the airlines, a lot of transportation portals, our financial portals, how we receive our finances, going to a bank system, how it's distributed. But even if you have all this money in the bank, you're not able to take it out in some cases with this outage that just took place. I think that was on Friday when it happened, and they're still recovering from it. So you have like all these flights that have been canceled, delayed, or just postponed until further notice. And then on top of that, if we think about the global shifts happening, you with the politics, especially in the US and of course abroad, things are happening. If you are in the US, you're seeing a lot of different shifts though when it comes to politicians and of course the presidential race. So it's a lot of upheavals going on that are causing distractions, that are causing off-centered energy. And a lot of this is because I'm hearing an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. I haven't heard that in so long. I mean, an eye for an eye, of course, but a tooth for a tooth. I haven't heard that part of it in so long. I don't know if any of you guys have ever heard that, but when I was younger, I would always hear like, they say eye for an eye or a tooth for a tooth. I'm hearing going down, kicking and screaming without a fight. You have these politicians that literally are going back and forth like an eye for an eye or a tooth for a tooth to have a system of power. And that's unfortunate because if you're trying to unite America or the world, how are you doing that when it's so much animosity towards each other? It's so much animosity in this fucking world towards each other, towards people. And these leaders are definitely creating more animosity towards each other. But they want to, I'm seeing, because, okay, the word big, I'm hearing bigger picture because my eye went to that word. They want to obtain like this big status, but it's not in good favor. A lot of times it's not in good energy here. At 3:13 p.m. yesterday, I heard a bird. So there was like a bird outside my window. I don't know exactly where, in one of these trees over here. And it was like a big bird. I said a bird slash big bird outside, maybe two birds talking slash screaming. And then I heard birds of a feather flock together. So this bird was like literally screaming. I don't know if something had happened to it, if it was stuck, if I don't know what happened to it, if it got hurt, but it could have just been, I know one for sure was out there screaming, and I think there was another one kind of communicating with it, and it was going on for probably like 2 minutes, and then it kind of was like it went away. But it was like a screeching scream from this bird. And then I heard birds of a feather flock together. I'm like, okay. So then at 4:03 p.m., I was in the queue in my phone system for now 2 hours, 11 minutes, 34 seconds. And a call could not be completed as dialed. Okay. This call could not be completed as dialed, and that was at 4:04 p.m. when I got the busy. So I got the busy signal at that time. So basically, both of those times I made calls, though, I think the first call possibly went through and it was a voicemail. Now that I'm thinking about it. So this particular call, the second time I wrote this down, I did get a busy signal. And it said it could not be completed as dialed. I hope this reading is making sense, because I know that it's so early in the AM and I'm still technically waking up. But so thank you for bearing with me so far. It's a lot of busy, I'm hearing busy action. It's like people are trying to stay busy to keep a signal closed. Oh shit. Okay, thank you, Spirit. People in power, are the energy of this world right now, is trying to keep a signal closed, like a portal closed. Going back to this bird, nature is like crying out for help. And it's birds of a feather flock together. So if you have politicians or people, if it's not politicians in the world, let's just say people that you personally know, I don't know, however this goes here for you, but I'm focusing on this global political standpoint. In a sense, this energy is coming through heavy because there's a lot of global shakeups, and a lot of these shakeups are being made with political decisions. So then people can go to the drawing board and say, okay, let's go vote. And we're going to vote, and everything is going to be, if we all get out there and make a difference. You know, they say vote, it makes a difference. And then you have all these other speculations about it, especially now when it comes to digital platforms about how you vote. Because I also saw with the whole banking and the crashing of the trains and airplane systems and internet, possibly in some places, they're also saying that the poll, I forgot what state this was, but there was a voting poll that didn't work due to this crash too. So it's like everything is so digital, and digitally, okay, because the digital advancement is like literally replacing human interaction or human positions. So I did have like a digital AI reading. I've had like maybe a few of those, but the last one I had was, you know, these Y2K outages cannot override the Most High or your spiritual intelligence. And what's happening is, to stay busy, I'm hearing busybodies. It's like they're staying busy to create these busy signals. Therefore, you cannot get through to the next portal. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So after I wrote, that was at 4:03, and then 4:04 p.m. when I got the busy signal, couldn't be completed as dialed. Then throughout the day, I heard a shift of politics / in politics, global shifts like waves of tsunami. Damn, I forgot that I wrote that. It's right here. I know it's a little dark today. It's a little gloomy outside, and the sun still hasn't really come up. But yeah, like I was mentioning, it's a shift of politics, and in the presidential race, we see that. On this channel, I'm really not one to debate about politics. Some people probably are not agreeing with what I'm saying out there. That's a-okay with me. I'm not sure if I even put this at the beginning, but this is a non-judgment zone. This is an open floor. I don't do drama. I don't do the back and forth. I'm not that type of person. I'm here to deliver the channel energy that I received, wrote it down, sharing it with the collectives who are out there who either vibe it and resonate with the energy that's coming through. If you don't have to continue to watch the video, of course, because I know politics and talks are not for everybody, just like with religion. Those are some touchy subjects. And for me, I don't like to really dig up in it and go to the fact of arguments about it. Like, that's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to just get this message out. Okay? You can like it or you don't have to. I'm really fine either way with it. I just know what's happening here is affecting everybody globally, and it's a global interaction of, like I said, waves of tsunami, where it can affect everybody globally. And it's a shift of power. I'm hearing a shift of power, which it is shifting in power, especially if you have one candidate that you've been going for, and then all of a sudden you have to shift to another candidate that you possibly wouldn't go for in some cases. But at the same time, if that's the candidate side that you want to go for, then you have to shift and go for this other person. So it is either or, to each their own in that capacity there. So basically, because I did just hear a shift of politics, and this shift of politics is creating a shift in humanity. That's like the domino effect. That's why they say voting can make a difference, right? I ain't getting into that either. It's a lot of things that could arise from diving deeper into that part too, which I'm just not about to do. The thing here is how this affects humanity, okay? How, if we think about digital currency and the advancement of AI technology, in the grand scheme of things, even electric cars, okay? It's like everything is so electric. Even if you have Wi-Fi in your home, Wi-Fi is the end-all be-all to connect your internet and your TV if you want to watch something. And now think about like PlayStations or Xbox. Back in the day, like the Sega Nintendo, you got Sega Genesis, Nintendo 64, or the old school Nintendo. You had other devices, gaming systems, where it was just their own box and portal. Even when you think about a boom box, or when you have a surround system, sound system, CD player, portable CD player, or when iPhones were introduced, you had the iPad that was introduced, which was its own music device. Now everything is being compacted into one particular device. Either your phone is everything now. Your phone can do everything. It's a mini computer, walkable computer. And then your music is also on this. So there's no boom boxes that need to be made. And I love an old school boom box, okay? There's no DVD players that you need. There's no CD players. There's no cable box. You don't need a cable box. You just need Wi-Fi. You need to hook up that Wi-Fi. You don't even need an Ethernet cord. Some cases, yes, but you don't even need an Ethernet cord anymore. All these, if you go to homes that are 20 plus years old or something like that, there's places where there's no, I mean, you're going to walk into those places, you're going to see outlets for cable or a phone, the house phone, a landline. Newer construction homes and things don't really have that. They don't really have those ports. Again, that portal is being blocked. And they have been busy to block portals of old school connections. Even when you think about human interactions, those have become blocked. I'm hearing becoming extinct. They take it to the extent to extinct these portals. They've been busy. I'm hearing busybodies been working on that. So Spirit is saying that busybodies have been working to create extinction. If you guys start to hear noise in the background or talking, I do have family, okay, that are in the background. But anyway, it's just a lot of, and this is like the waves of tsunamis that's coming in. But see, Spirit is like I said with that other video, Y2K outages cannot overpower the Most High Source. Mother Nature has the final say. All right. Get your mind right, get your body right, get your soul right, get your spirit right. Because the end all be all is not a person. It's not. We all have our own individual roles mapped out for us. And at the end of the day, no one is perfect out here. We can only strive to be better. We can only strive to help humanity have an equal balance of peace and not just an unbalanced energy of wealth. I mean, how can I say this? Because right now it's like an unbalanced energy when it comes to wealth, power, money, respect. And then I'm hearing even hidden agendas in cases. It's so off balance with this world with that shit. And it's outdated and I'm hearing it's outdated and it's outnumbered. Well, I'm hearing outnumbered. Because these people, in a sense, in the higher, I don't want to say they're higher because they're really not. Everybody is like equal, but they've created like a hierarchy of power that can conform nations. I know this is a little deep message. Like I said earlier, if you ain't vibing it, you don't have to continue to listen to it. So thank you, Spirit. So Spirit is coming to clean and wave that shit. Like I said, a shift of politics / in politics, global shifts like waves of tsunami. So think about a tsunami wave and think about the devastation a tsunami can create for a nation of people. And it's sad. And it's unfortunate that, these tsunamis can take out and wipe off bloodlines, communities that have been there for centuries or whatever the case. It's really unfortunate that Mother Nature, the wrath of Mother Nature, would have to cleanse out all this negative, dark ass shit and do it in a sense of a tsunami. Will that make people come back to their senses? Will that, when you hear of a devastation, you tend to be like, wow, you pray for the people and you hope that everybody's okay, and you there's a sense of what is it? Harmony. Yeah, there's a sense of harmony for a moment. That everybody just wants world peace. You hear about world peace for so long in our lives. Where is it? Where is it? aside from, hey, we need to have technology do this and do that, it's great. I think technology is a beautiful advancement. I really do. However, when it comes to overpowering mankind to conform, and that you don't even make, for example, going back to digital currency, if I want to go to the bank and take out some money, why is it a red flag if I want to take out my money, if it's a certain amount? Or why is it a cap on the money that I have in this bank? Because it's a banking system. The system is in charge. They want the system to stay in charge. Going back to Wi-Fi, if you don't have Wi-Fi, especially those of us who work from home, if you don't have Wi-Fi, you can't work. You're missing out on your dollars. And then do you have to use PTO if you don't have that? Because your Wi-Fi is down. Everything is interconnected now. And all of the AI advancements and the things that you can have in your home, like with Siri, I don't use Siri. I don't use the face recognition things. I just don't. I don't really care to. I don't use the tap pay unless I probably forgot my phone, or you have those places. I mean, not my phone. I use tap pay if I forgot my card, which has come in handy for those emergencies. However, to be like using it all the time, I don't want to do that. But they're making it to where you can't get around the shit. You can't get around the shit. It's like, what? I was out, it was me and my dad, and he likes having cash on him. So we needed to have cash to get to our, the tip. She's like, oh, I don't know if we have any cash in the back. Let me go double check. It took her like 10, 15 minutes trying to see if she could break the 20. I was like, this is scary. Okay. Think about that. And then when you have this global outage and then you have all the bank systems don't work, it's like, what? You can't get your money out the bank. Or you do have money in the bank, but it's going to tell you got zero. That's what happened to some of these people with this outage. So then I wrote down a huge cleanse. Yes, I wrote that down. A huge cleanse is taking place, underway. So I said a huge cleanse is taking place / underway. The sweep. I heard the sweep, but to sweep the nation. That's what it was. And then I heard sweep means clean, hence cleanse. I actually wrote that down. A huge cleanse is taking place / underway to sweep the nation. Sweep means clean. Or clean, hence cleanse. Chicken scratch, okay? I'm trying to read my own handwriting. But either I'm also hearing clean home or clean in house. I'm hearing house cleaning. Oh, if you think of particular political structures, one of them is the house. Interesting. Either way, there's a global cleanse, a nation worldwide cleanse, sweep underway and already taking place to cleanse out this dark ash, demonic ass shit. Excuse my language. But all this imbalanced energy of power. At 11:22 p.m., I was watching something on YouTube, because all of a sudden, it's certain things I don't even watch, but all of a sudden it's like a wave of the things I don't necessarily watch, and it's becoming more common to watch these particular pages. A lot of them have to do with plastic surgery. It's so weird. It's very random. Even if, like I say, if I watch one topic that's not really about plastic surgery, but they're probably talking about it, all of a sudden you have like all these topics that are related to it. And I'm just like, why is this all on my feed? I don't care for this stuff. So you find yourself clicking on a video possibly. But it was one that stood out to me, which was about, and I had saw this last week. The girl, Paris, I forget her name, but her and Cardi B, excuse me, spiritual burp, have gotten into it. I don't really know this influencer on TikTok. Her name is Paris something. Excuse me. But apparently she says she always praises Cardi B, but there was something that she said about Cardi B that why does she think she can get a pass of probably like putting people down? It was something like that. I can't remember. Y'all can look it up. And Cardi B clapped back and came back and said some things about her and kind of talking about her body image and saying she rather, one of them like literally was, I'd rather die on a table than look like you. Meaning she rather die getting all this plastic surgery than have 2 or 3, 4 stomachs like this girl Paris. And Paris came back and was livid. Like she kind of ran it down. Okay, I don't know if Cardi said that particular comment before or after Paris came and told her about herself. But then Cardi came back. It was just like a lot of back and forth. However, in the midst of the back and forth, it was like truth spoken. And this kind of goes back to the politics, or those in political positions. It's that tit for tat. It's that tearing down of each other. That's crazy to me. And oh my God, that makes sense because that goes into what I channeled for 7/23, which is today. Okay. Yay, I did write it down. I like how this is going into what I already wrote. Oh, because the message is just flowing that way. My message is, that's why I'm just very blessed to receive this channel energy, because then I'm like, oh yeah, I did write that down. Basically, the whole tearing down of each other, it's not gonna uplift unity. I mean, I know everybody to each their own. Everybody has their own opinions, their own standpoint, beliefs, upbringings, just like their own personality, their own individuality. I get that. It's just unfortunate that this world is so divided. Even in the times when we should really come together, it is hella fucking divided. And honestly, it's unfortunate too, because you got families out here that are divided with each other too. So it starts in the home as well. But then when you think about the political standpoint and the big picture of how society is ran, it's a lot of division. And then when you have opposing sides to choose from, they're tearing each other down too. It's like, why is it always a tearing down of each other? Why is it always a tearing down of each other? So going back to this Paris girl and this Cardi B girl, I think y'all should just go research that and go look it up, because you can kind of get an idea of that particular topic. But everybody's like, yo, Paris told Cardi all about herself. Like, you see certain comments on these posts, and a lot of people are saying, well, she's not lying. You know, and then people are like kind of coming at Cardi B, like, how can you talk about a natural figure woman just because they don't have surgery? And so Paris comes back with, I'm natural. You everything on your body is fake. Like, you got plastic surgery for everything. Like, it was just crazy. So that's something that's going on right now. And so at 11:22 p.m., I think I probably had already watched that, or kind of, I don't know. But I heard a plastic world / a Barbie world. A plastic world / a Barbie world. This world is kind of made up with plastic. And I'm not meaning that in plastic surgery. That's not what I'm meaning. I'm meaning, if you think about a Barbie world, And think about the movie Barbie that came out recently. Dang, that's crazy. I mean, I did watch that movie because I grew up loving my Barbies. So I did watch the movie for that point. But it was definitely a different vibe of what I thought it was going to be. It was very political too. And it had a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? Controversial topics. A lot of people vibed it, a lot of people did it. So, feminist, I'm hearing feminist approach, masculine approach. It was a lot of that kind of control and power kind of vibe. And the masculine energy wanted to overpower Barbie world. So it was just, again, going into politics. It's a dog eat dog world out there. And see, Barbie and Ken, they turned Barbie and Ken against each other on this movie. Again, division. Selective power. I'm hearing selective power. It's just like, damn, why is it always so divided? Or so, why it have to be masculine power over feminine power? And if we think about feminine energy, or a woman, a physical woman body, okay, let's be open-minded here, because let's be real. Myself, I have ovaries, I have a womb to carry a child. We've all come here from a mother, from a feminine body. Now, for those out there, I know there's AI advancement and other things are possible to create. But I mean like the natural creation of a woman's body to form and carry a child and give birth. We all came here from a woman's body. Okay? So those who want to argue about that fact, again, I ain't here for drama. I don't do that ish. I just don't. I will keep repeating that for as long as I need to repeat that, because I'm just speaking on myself. I'm a female and I have the ability to carry a child. And as a woman, some women, we don't have the capability to carry a child due to whatever medical reason or whatever reason that it could be. Some women choose not to become mothers, and that's their choice if they don't want to be. So anyway, the division of, I'm hearing James Brown, it's a man's world. And that's crazy because it came up on my YouTube as a suggested thing. So I like old school music. So I watched the actual performance. And it's actually that meme that's hilarious. I don't know if y'all have ever seen it with James Brown. And they talking about how hot it is. And he's like coming up from the microphone and he's sweating so bad. It was actually that particular performance that I got to watch. I was like, oh, this is that performance from that meme. But I ended up watching the whole performance though. Because the lyrics, because he said this is a man's world, but it means nothing without a woman. Or what did he say? Or a little, hold on, let me double. And it's 808. 808. This world is shifting. And it's like a man's world of power though. And why is that when you came from a woman? Why can't women have to fight for their rights, their equal rights? But let's think about Mother Nature here. So going back to the natural cause of things, Mother Nature has the last say. The Most High has the last say. We call this Mother Earth because it's a birthing of energy. And a physical female form can birth humans, which is energy. So all jokes aside and all debates aside, when we think literally, naturally here, Mother Earth has birthed a lot, and Mother Earth is tired. And the Most High is definitely tired. That's why this cleanse and this tsunami of wave of changes is coming to sweep the nation. Like, seriously, this plastic world, this Barbie world, this man-made power, this plastic reality that's now being advanced with technology. And this people, and then I also wrote people tearing each other down. And then when I was looking up tearing down to make sure I was spelling it right, but cutting came up instead. It's like people are cutting each other down, hurting each other, just to keep a plastic worldview. So 808, spiritual meaning. It says it's a sign you're on the right path in life. Spiritually, it means you're close to experiencing a new level of enlightenment or fulfillment. Forming a powerful union with a soulmate. See, the fact that says something about soulmate energy. Ready to match your energy of confidence and trust. And it's 811 as I'm reading this shit. I'm not gonna look up all my angel numbers. I usually do, but this is just a message that Spirit want me to put out, so that's what I'm doing. It's a lot of cutthroat energy happening here in this dog-eat-dog world to keep things more plastic. And so going back to the Paris and Cardi B, it's okay if you want plastic surgery. That's fine. Hey, like I said, I don't judge over here. Do what you do to make you feel happy. But to cut other people down in the midst of that, and if you are for people and uplifting people and preaching that through your words, and you're someone who's in the limelight, who people know, and you have younger females and or males that look up to you, but then you're cutting down their self-esteem. So for her to say, for example, she'd rather die on the table than look like her, meaning being naturally curved with a gut or whatever the case may be. So what about a young girl who gets bullied in school because of her weight? And then she hears Cardi B, a person that she likes her music, or well, she likes her for whatever reason, and then she hears Cardi B say that. What happens to that little girl's confidence? And not to say that this little girl is praising Cardi B and because they always say, well, you should teach your child to have confidence in themselves and blah blah blah. I get that. I'm not really trying to go there. I'm just meaning, if there's someone that you look up to, right? Because I've looked up to a lot of people as I was younger in ways. Like, for example, I love Michael Jackson. I love Prince. I love Backstreet Boys. I love Janet Jackson. I loved Whitney Houston. Like, these are musical artists that I actually loved to listen to, and I knew a lot about them. Like, I didn't just like them because of who they are. I actually connected to them on a deeper level for myself at particular times in my life. So, and Bob Marley. Can't forget my Bob Marley. So, in that capacity, if I were to hear one of them kind of like come and say something that threw me off, it would make me like, damn, really? Wow. And it will make me feel away in the sense where, like, my mindset would question their character. Not to say that I would never listen to their song again or but that's why no one is perfect. I don't hold no one on a pedestal. But the influencers out here, especially now, that it's a wave of influencers. It's a wave of how these musical artists can influence nations, can influence the younger society. So if a Cardi B fan, a young girl who gets bullied, or maybe she doesn't get bullied, but let's just say has low self-esteem about her body image, to hear that from a person that you listen to, how do you think that would make that little girl feel? And or it could be a male figure too. So yeah, it starts at home for us to encourage our children, or for myself, I have nieces and nephews, to speak real pure love into them. And I'm a blunt person. I'm not gonna lie or sugarcoat shit. I can't be fake. I just can't. I don't think it's beneficial for what? It's not beneficial for me. It's not beneficial for the other person to just be fake. I just want to be real. And going back to that, a plastic world or a Barbie world, that's what it's about. It's not that. It's about just being a real person and not being fake out here to demand your respect or to gain the respect of a public community, or in order to be a public figure. Or, they always say that it's going to be exposed anyway. This is a year of exposing. It's an explosion of exposure. Okay, I've been saying that since August or September of 2023. It was so heavy, and here we are. It is the age of Aquarius, and things are being exposed. This whole year, 40 I just saw 46, 44, and now 46 on the timer. Either way, it's revelations happening all around us. Political standpoint, entertainment standpoint, national standpoint, our personal lives. It's a shift going on. It's a wave of tsunamis coming up in here. Even if it's not a physical tsunami, it's a tsunami wave of shift of energy happening. And now that's the global transfer. So forget the digital currency. There's a global transfer that cannot be stopped. Technology is great, but it can be stopped. It can break down, it can crash, and it can be overridden by the Most High, by the source. So that is why a shift of light workers are now coming up in here. And I think that's going to go into my next video, because 7:23 today, it was 1:11 a.m. Yeah. And I do know that, yeah, that's why the light. So the next video, I'm going to go into that because I don't want this to be 50 minutes. I hope this resonated. This was just a spiritual message. It's not to impose my feelings, thoughts, or beliefs into your life. So don't force this reading. Don't force this message. If you don't like it, if you don't vibe it, hey, that's cool. And I may not be the reader for you. So if I'm not, find a reader that's best for you. Yeah, I'm going to go into another message because I'll come right back with another message. But thank you guys for subscribing. Those of you who have, it's much appreciated, and I'm very thankful and humbled for your support and your love. For those of you who are new to this channel and you like the vibe of it, you can definitely stay on board and subscribe. Let's see what Spirit got in store for us as we continue to uplift ourselves, humanity, and the world. Or I meant to say, in each other. But seriously, we here to bring light to the dark, okay? And to create some peaceful energy here instead of tearing each other down. So I'm gonna come back with this message, and I'll see y'all at the next video. But thank you again. I hope you have a good day, a good night, whatever time it is for you. Peace, love, light, blessings, and namaste. Thank you.